The first is lack of commitment. Lack of commitment in terms of maybe socially, spiritually. We usually lack commitment. Leaders and members and commitment to like it was. And second is lack of leadership skills. In Mahalai context, if we usually see Manu Napawa, so we're just leaders handle, so it was some experience I guess I'm not here to a problem. So this is it, and the next is lack of financial stability. So any financial stability in terms of money, so in Kiki they really like because of this. And the next is lack of support and encouragement. In this society, actually support problem leaders and track the members and corporate members and idea usually sometimes leaders and accept na and last is lack of cooperation.
Leaders accept
like sometimes accept in terms like ini kita baru manula consider like me mahal idea hindu types sometimes we usually do that. So itu and last is lack of cooperation. So lack of cooperation, it doesn't need much elaboration also, it just we can understand it. So according to us, these are the 5 points. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here we have 5 things. First thing that we face, problem more face for attendance attendance in the sense membership. When we look at the membership and the number of people coming to church, like church day, especially with regard to our church day, church example Children Baptist Church, Wiki Baptist Church, youth member session youth service she morning devotion very so that is one problem. Program banao itu one problem faced.
Morning devotion Sunday morning.
Yes. That will be nahe. Ini ay nahe na. The second one is timing. Ito naman kuki pura la problem isnas na. Timing gonna practice 6 days ago, 7 days start hoy na. Kuki hoy gule mandi so mandi kam pura thagi jaye, tuition thage, tadi dunia kule thadale. Time take fixed screen but when they don't turn out in the time given, extra PJ. So that is one problem. Next is tobacco one example I have a sister like Mala back in our church. She was a part of the worship team. So obviously everyone has she also has a habit of eating tobacco so direct jana point apni ina khaina isor ge kina ina gana gao pare guna ko do na jane itu din ba na he so tobacco is one problem that we are facing. Next one is misunderstanding or lack of communication. I think it is within ourselves. Mga ladies na teach na program ekta manula sini ajila example video pares na we charge ni actually we could have been more lack of communication misunderstanding thagi na. The last one is phone addiction. So I think most of us we are resource person kan very phone addict, right? Mobile games, right? Mahal average say 20 to 30% na youth they are very much addicted to phone. And another problem that I want to add here is using phone even during the time of service na. Devotion din dito pa rin na youth can go they'll be busy on their phones na. So when we're in the service we cannot go and scold them also, right? So that is one problem, another I think major problem that we are facing. So these are the 5 challenges that we have. Thank you.
The challenges that we are listing here can be very contextual, means it can, in the context of our own church and the church of our group members. So we want to bring it up. Here we wrote it cooperation. It is a kind of lack of cooperation actually. Cooperation is not the challenge, but the lack of the cooperation. Let's say within the team of leaders, within the group of leaders, when there is no cooperation, there is no progress. I think there is one thing that we all the churches and let's say within the youth leaders face. So that is very challenging. The next one is disunity, whether it is among the leader or when it's among the whole youth group. Disunity, this really divides and this brings, how to say, this really decreases the strength of progress in a church. Whatever work we have, so when there is no unity among the leaders or among the youth people, there is no progress and there is no strength. I think that is one very local and contextual challenge every church faces. The next one is responsibility. I really experience this one almost every Sunday. It's not that people are bad. For example, when we give someone to lead a praise and worship or to read a Bible or sing a song, for small reason they will just skip their parts. So it looks so irresponsible. So this is one challenge among the youth group that I found that we don't take our responsibilities seriously. So we are very irresponsible. That is just like a disease that spreads to every one of us. I think that is one very big local challenge that we face every church. Next one is criticism, CISM. Criticism. This is a very big term, but whatever we do, there will be some people who will criticize it. But I like if our work is criticized or being criticized based on the result. I think that is good. But when we criticize based on the person, even the work may be good, but we just simply criticize because of the person, I think that is really bad, very challenging. We should endure all these things. That is one word of encouragement. The next one is addiction. We don't write phone or drugs or whatever it is because there are so many addictions. Even laziness can be addiction for me, for you. And this is like a pandemic among the youth. And then a kind of phone addiction, our sister just said, phone addiction, and there looks like there is no other important things more than our phone playing or phone games and all. This really destroys the youth. That is one big challenge we face, and see like intoxication, we can mention like drugs and other alcohol and all those things. So even the phones and reading newspaper, and there are so many things to which we can be addicted. So if we don't know the limit, those become really a big challenge for us. I think the youth are facing that challenge. These are the 5 challenges we thought we are facing these days. Thank you.
All the points have already been shared by the other groups. But we'll just be repeating the same things. The first one is dealing with drugs, alcohol, and tobacco among the youth. This has been said before, but what we think is that today's youth are more interested in having these things, instead of keeping their body. Without health के मोरम ना करे ना, drugs हुई, alcohol हुई, tobacco हुई, इस साइड वाले पेशे interest दिखे ना से. Because of peer pressure, because of society, because of influence, TV influence, they are influenced by that. Number 2, we have youths not willing to attend services. This one, there are some youths, not everyone. What they do is, one is not yet sports as it, sports have they don't readily happily go and attend those sports meet. Mohandra sports organized course in order that is I will they will happily come. They will come and take part. But after that we won't see them again. We will see them during the next sports meet. So they are not willing to come to youth services, but instead they are willing to go to sports meet, or they are willing to go to meet Hubei festival with. Nah, this is the second challenge. Then the third one is low confidence or low self-esteem among many youths. Not everyone, but many. What we mean by that is that sometimes when we see people, when we give them some tasks, church is suppose invocation very easy. Now they know how to pray. They know how to pray very well, but they won't use the microphone because they don't feel confident enough. Even leaders are there. They know how to pray. When they are alone, they'll pray very well, but when they are on the stage, they'll be very self-conscious. They'll be very low confidence, low self-esteem. So this is one point. The fourth is marriage outside the church and teen marriage. Among our cookies for us, this is one of the main challenges. Not only the leaders, but our society is facing as a whole. Even our friends, our brothers and sisters, not inside the church. This is one thing we should work together as a whole. So and especially this is equivalent with teen marriage. Most teen marriages are happening outside the church. So I think this is one challenge we as society, we as church should deal with. Then the fifth one is youth leaders not knowing their own responsibilities. Some of us are like pushed into leadership. We are not holding leadership with our free own will, but we are pushed to lead others. Then some are doing very well, but some we cannot actually blame them. But tangan নিজৰ responsibility like balba dhurigina jabo na pare. They don't want to stop. Some of the leaders, they don't want to like chayol bhi mon nai leadership to this, but they don't want to like do or fulfill their obligations or responsibilities. So these are some of the challenges from Group 1. Thank you.
For lack of cooperation, it is of timing, it is of mili jai na, like cooperation na thayarne timing bhi thik na chulai jai, support na thayarne timing bhi thik thak na chulai jai na. For aro, let's say number 5 the lack of commitment. Okay, number 4 the cooperation, disunity, cooperation itu ansuk ira hinasde. Disunity, cooperation, timing, support and encouragement itu handa so ekta problem that rakhi dishe. Aro number 5 to the commitment, lack of commitment. Youth leaders not knowing their own responsibilities, commitment na thagya karne nijor la responsibilities na jani jai na. Aro apart from that, we have 2 more like low confidence, low self-esteem among young people, around marriage outside the church, teen marriage, holy matrimony, shortcut wahan. Okay, so these are some of the problems, and I will hand over the time to our youth secretary. Our youth secretary, Cookie Association, youth secretary. If you have anything to say, you can also take your time.